Hi Paula Bears, what is up and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing the 21 lessons that I learned in my 21 years of life. So if you're visiting this channel for the first time, please subscribe. If you've been on this channel and you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment down below. Let's jump right into the video. This video is basically a handbook, all the tips and tricks you need to be the best version of yourself and to live your best life. These 21 tips, honey, I have been the happiest, the most content, and the hottest. So if you're trying to be like me, keep watching. The first thing that I learned was to be content. And I'm always saying this in all my vlogs and all my sit down videos and all my content. I'm always saying that it's important to be content. I'm always saying that it's important to be content. And I feel like being content looks a lot like only competing with yourself. If you compete with other people, it can become unhealthy and toxic. Because say you're competing with Jordan and then you beat Jordan. And now it's embedded in you. You constantly have to be competing with someone. When you're done competing with Jordan, you're gonna start competing with Samantha. When you beat Samantha, you're gonna start competing with Kim. So it is important to only compete with yourself, because each and every time you're gonna pass the level that you were before. So you will constantly be content and you will constantly feel happy and fulfilled because you're only competing with yourself. So when I stopped competing with other people and only saw myself as competition, I've been the happiest version of myself and I've been feeling so full. So stop competing with other people, because you can't beat everyone and you will never be satisfied with where you are in life. But if you compete with yourself, it's a fact that you're always doing better than you were doing before. So you will constantly feel fulfilled. The second thing that I learned was that you need to invest in looking good. If you look good, you feel good, and people treat you how you look. As much as it's a fucked up measure of respect, it is what it is. That is the society that we live in. Invest in looking good. Invest in taking care of yourself, because people will treat you how you look. And pretty privilege is a real thing. The third thing that I learned was that it's important to treat people with kindness and respect, but also react to disrespect. Don't be quick to react when people disrespect you, because some people do those things for a reaction. They want to get a reaction out of you. So it's important to set boundaries. I am so sorry. My dog has lost his mind. And also limit the access that people have to you, because the more people know, the more they will use to misbehave and disrespect you. So limit the amount of people that are in your close circle. I learned this the hard way. So it's important to vet who has access to you and control who is in your close circle, because people will disrespect you if you just let everyone in. So put your foot down, honey. I learned that the hard way. The fourth thing that I learned is that it's important to not do everything. Like, no one is good at everything. Everything that people excel at or everything that people are good at, they had to narrow down and focus on that one thing. A lot of things that you can pursue as a person and excel in. So narrow down what you're chasing. You don't want to be running in all the directions at the same time. Don't be doing what everyone is doing, because you'll become fatigued and you're most likely to not really excel if you're doing a lot of things at the same time. So narrow down your craft. Focus on a few things at a time and perfect those things. If you want to win, you have to work on those things. Be open to learn, be open to correction. So it's important to drop a lot of things and focus on the thing that you enjoy doing the most and the thing that will benefit you the most. A craft that will pay you and take care of you in the long run. The fifth thing is that it's important to be confident in yourself and carry yourself well, because if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? So if you carry yourself like you know that you are that girl, people are going to start seeing that girl. Being confident also attracts a lot of opportunities and allows you to venture into new grounds and be at your highest and the best level of you. So if you're confident, you're not going to pass down opportunities that are presented to you. If you're confident, you're going to participate in certain things that could end up making you reach your highest ground. So don't hold back. Think highly of yourself, but then also draw a line between being confident and being cocky, because you don't want to be cocky. No one wants a cocky bitch. The sixth thing that I learned was that love is important, integrity is important, loyalty is important, trustworthiness is important. Be someone who is morally and ethically correct. Keep time. Don't tell lies. Don't be sneaky. Don't be a bad person. I've seen that if you put out good into the world, good things start to happen to you. If I wake up in a good mood and I put good things out, I'm gonna get good things back. Make sure you're putting out good things, you're treating other people with respect, you're being loyal to your friends, you're being loyal to your partners, you're just being a good person. The 7th thing that I learned is that don't be sad. Like, feel everything, feel sad. It's allowed to feel sad when things don't go your way, but don't stay down for long. We do not have time. We don't have time to be in bed crying, eating ice cream. Get up and do the next thing. Get up and chase the next thing, because you don't want to then look back and say, oh shit, like that encounter that I had when I was 19 or that encounter that I had when I was 20, it ruined my life. I fell into a depression and then I ended up not chasing my dreams. You don't want that. What I learned is that feel, but don't stay down for long. Get back up, get in your bag, because no one's gonna do that for you. No one's gonna push you, no one's gonna pick you up. You have to do that shit by yourself. You might have people that encourage you, but only you can make the decision to stand up. Only you can decide how situations affect you. The 8th thing that I learned is that no one owes you anything. If a snake bites you, don't waste your time trying to look for the snake, asking it why. Why did you bite me? Why did you bite me? Why would you bite me? Or go get some help. If a snake bites you, go focus on your healing. Go focus on getting rid of that venom and focus on never crossing paths with that snake again. Run with your life, honey. No one owes you anything. No one owes you an explanation as to why they're treating you badly. No one owes you an explanation as to why they hurt you. Let them go and focus on you. Don't beat yourself up about why the snake bit you. The snake doesn't care why it bit you, so move on. The 9th thing that I learned is that family is everything. As much as family bickers, and I'm not just talking about family that's bound by blood. I'm talking about family that you also build along the way, because I consider my friends as family. I consider my boyfriend as family, and family is everything. These are the people that will really help you get through life. These are the people that have got you no matter what. And family doesn't betray family. Your family that you were born with and your family that you chose, that's everything. The 10th thing that I learned, so these things are not in any particular order of importance. They're equally important in my opinion. So yeah, the 10th thing that I learned is that you need God in this life. If you try do life alone, you're dead on the inside. You need God in order to truly be and feel alive every day. You need God to help you navigate. You need God to protect you from certain spirits of this world, because this world is a jungle, y'all. There's a lot of energies going on. There's a lot of things going on. A lot of things just roaming around in this world. And God is the only one who can shield you and guide you in the way that you should go. So you need God in this life. 11th thing that I learned is that you need to value your peace enough to walk away from things that disturb it. Because what I've seen is, you know exactly the situation that you're in. You know exactly the type of person that you're hanging out with, but you make excuses for them. They don't even make excuses for themselves half the time. You are the one who's making excuses for people that don't deserve to be in your life, that don't deserve your time and energy. Girl, you need to respect yourself enough to walk away. You need to put yourself first. You need to put your peace first. You need to put your happiness first. The 12th thing that I learned is that you need to set goals in order to have a reason to wake up every day. Because when I'm aimlessly living and I don't even know what I want in life, I'm gonna wake up and then I'm just gonna be like, ugh, and then I'm gonna stay in bed and I'm not gonna be productive. But if you set goals, write them down, say them out loud, and remind yourself every day where you wanna be in life, honey, you're gonna work hard. You're gonna find that energy to wake up every morning and get shit done. The 13th thing that I learned is that you shouldn't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Because if you're surrounded by people that genuinely love you, you're gonna hug each other, keep each other warm. The 14th thing that I learned is that you have to learn from your mistakes. If you do something once and you don't like the result, don't get angry at yourself. Get angry at yourself if you do the same shit again and don't learn anything. When you do something for the first time, be courteous enough to forgive yourself, because mistakes do happen and you just have to learn from them. Don't have any regrets. Even if you make the biggest mistake in history, it's important to forgive yourself, because God forgives you. And even if other people judge you constantly and continue to remind you of something that you did, you have to love yourself enough to forgive yourself and learn from that mistake. And others have learned from your mistake, and you're a hero for that. Forgive yourself, but don't make the same mistake again. The 15th thing that I learned is that you always have to remember who you are, where you came from, where you are right now, and where you're going. Because if you lose sight of where you came from, you'll get absorbed in the moment and you'll forget how hard you've worked to reach where you are. Get too comfortable in the moment, you'll forget your initial goal of where you wanted to be. So it's important to constantly remind yourself where you're coming from and where you're trying to be. The 16th thing that I've learned is that you have to cultivate meaningful relationships. And I've seen that all these points are kind of like leaning on each other, but they are independent points. Yes, like I said, you have to cultivate meaningful relationships. Don't just have shallow relationships with people. You don't want to constantly pour out your energy to people that drain you. You don't want to pour out your energy to people that don't deserve it. Only pour yourself out to meaningful people. People that, it's a mutual understanding and a mutually beneficial relationship. Cultivate the meaningful relationships. Don't just get with whoever. Not friends, not partners. Make sure that you're pouring into people that deserve you pouring into. The 17th thing that I learned is that you have to practice forgiveness and letting go. Because if someone hurts you and you're constantly fixated on, oh, this person hurt me, and you don't want to let it go, you're the one who's going to hurt. They probably don't even care that they hurt you. Or they care, but then they're not going to lose sleep over it because they're not the ones that are hurting. You are. And if you forgive someone, forgiveness helps me. Forgiveness heals me. Really put yourself first and forgive people who are hurting you, because you're constantly going to be bitter and be in pain that, oh, how dare this person do this to me. They don't care. They're living their life. And that's my pettiness is what makes me forgive quickly, because I do not want to give someone the satisfaction of thinking they stole my happiness. No, I forgive you. You hurting me was enough. Me staying bitter and unforgiving will hurt me more, and I'm not about to give you that satisfaction. The 18th thing that I learned is that it's important to do a lot of self-reflection, because sometimes you are the problem. If you're constantly bickering with people and constantly having drama in your life, why are you the common denominator? You have to do a self-introspection and check yourself and fix yourself, because sometimes you are the enemy of progress. Because how come you're the one who's always beefing with everyone? It would make sense if here and there people try you and then you're like, oh, hey, like, calm down now. If you're having beef with someone every other week, you're definitely the problem. So do take the time to check yourself. The 19th thing that I learned is that it's important to practice gratitude and positivity. If you don't appreciate what you have, you'll never be happy and you'll never be satisfied. You constantly want more. Be grateful for that roof over your head. Be grateful for the little that you have. No one can have it all. And I'm glad God made it that way, because that will make us learn gratitude. Be positive. Put out positivity. Don't be that pessimistic person who always has something to complain about. Be the person who always has something to be thankful about. Be the person who constantly has something to be happy about. Stop absorbing content that encourages toxicity. Hey, niggas ain't shit. Hey, life is terrible. Oh my God, we're living in a terrible time. There's people that have entire pages and podcasts that push bad things. Oh, women ain't shit. Oh, this, that. No, don't watch that stuff. Don't absorb content of people that just complain. Watch content of people that are happy. Don't watch content that pulls you down. Don't absorb things that pull you down. If you watch something, or if you interact with certain content and it makes you feel down, you probably shouldn't be watching it. Watch stuff that motivates you. Watch stuff that brings you up. Watch stuff that makes you feel like, you know what? Life is worth living. Watch content that makes you be like, you know what? Maybe niggas are shit. Maybe I'm just with the wrong nigga. Maybe I'm the problem and I'm attracting the wrong nigga. Let me check myself. Let me check who I let into my life. What you watch must actually motivate you, not bring you down or make you sour and bitter. The 20th thing that I learned is that you have to cope with diversity and adapt to change. I used to be a person who did really badly with change. Change used to make me really uncomfortable. But I've had a lot of changes in the past year of my life and I couldn't let it bring me down. I will speak about it when I'm ready. That's where I really learned that I need to adapt to change and keep it moving. I can't stop because I've had a major inconvenience or I've had something taken away from me. I have to keep moving, and that, y'all, is everything. Because you can't control what happens to you. You can't control the situations that happen to and around you. What you can do is be like, okay, this is what has happened. How am I going to move forward? How am I going to continue? Don't stay in bed feeling sorry for yourself. Grow some balls. Grow some balls and keep it moving. Yeah, and as much as I'm an emotional person and I'm very touchy and feely and sensitive, I'm also the toughest person, because one thing about me, I'm a crybaby and I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna be sad, but I'm gonna be sad for an hour max, and I'm gonna be back to myself, back to chasing my goals, and back to being the baddest. Okay, never let things keep you down for long. Keep it moving. It's okay, and it will be okay. And it's important to trust God even when things are not looking nice. Faith is also what you do while you wait. Do you sit and cry? Is that faith? Like, you know what, thank you Jesus, you've got me, and I'm gonna wait on you because I trust you, and keep it moving. The 21st thing that I learned, and the last thing, I'm constantly learning things. I'll probably do another video when I turn 30, but because I would have learned much more. This is what I've learned so far, and I'm open to learn so much more. But yeah, the 21st thing that I learned is that you shouldn't wallow in your problems. Solve them. It also kind of links with the points that I was just speaking about. Instead of wasting time crying, because crying won't do anything. Crying won't remove you from that situation. Brainstorm how you're going to get out of that situation. Pray for answers and ways to get out of that situation, because you do not want to waste no time. In my 21 years of life, I feel like time flies so damn fast, and you don't want to waste time with the wrong people, or doing the wrong things, or failing to learn from things, or just you have no time. Time is a very funny concept. Don't want any regrets. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, interact with me in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. I will catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to share this video. Let's grow our little community of polar bears, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Love you.